Welcome to EnfinityCast. Today we journey back to the medieval Middle East, to the shadow of remote mountain fortresses and the whisper of a name that has inspired fear and fascination for centuries, the Assassins. But were they a drug-fueled cult of killers or something far more complex? Here to help us separate fact from fiction is my co-host, the brilliant Zia Monroe.
Thanks, Elias. It's a fascinating topic because the popular image is so vivid but so wrong. Most of what people think they know comes from Marco Polo's account. Tales of a secret garden of paradise and young devotees drugged with hashish to believe they'd tasted heaven, thus making them fearless killers. But modern scholarship finds almost no credible contemporary evidence for this.
Exactly. The term Hashshashin, from which we get assassin, was likely a derogatory slur used by their enemies. It meant something closer to rabble or outcasts, not hashish user. In reality, they were a religious and political movement, the Nizari Ismailis, a minority sect of Shia Islam, who were persecuted by the dominant Sunni Seljuk Empire.
And their legendary founder, Hashshashin, was no simple cult leader. He was a brilliant strategist and theologian. Around 1090, he seized the fortress of Alamut in what is now Iran. It was a strategic masterstroke. From this impregnable eagle's nest and other fortresses, he established a Nizari state, a network of safe havens for his people.
But they were a small state, surrounded by massive, hostile empires. They couldn't win a conventional war, so they developed a different weapon: targeted political assassination.
And this is the core of their strategy. Their agents, known as the Fidai, or devotees, weren't random killers. They were highly trained, often spending months or even years infiltrating an enemy's court. Their targets were specific: powerful viziers, caliphs, and crusader leaders who directly threatened the Nizari state. The assassinations were almost always public, carried out with a dagger, to create the maximum psychological impact.
A perfect example is the assassination of Nizam al-Mulk, the powerful vizier of the Seljuk Empire. He was a major architect of the persecution against the Nizaris. His public death in 1092 sent shockwaves through the empire. It wasn't terrorism for terrorism's sake. It was a calculated act of asymmetric warfare. It told the world's most powerful rulers that no one was beyond their reach.
It was a message of deterrence. They were essentially a non-state actor using surgical strikes to conduct foreign policy and ensure their survival. They created a legend of being an unstoppable, unseen force, which was often more powerful than any army. This allowed their state to survive for nearly 2 centuries, a remarkable feat.
So, far from being mind-controlled zombies, the Hashshashin were disciplined, intelligent agents of a state fighting for its very existence. Their story is a stark reminder that history is often written by the victors, and the truth can be more complex and compelling than the myth.
Ultimately, it took the full might of the Mongol invasion in the mid-13th century to finally destroy Alamut and the other Nizari fortresses, ending their reign of influence. But their legend, twisted as it became, lives on.
Indeed it does. That's all the time we have for today on EnfinityCast. Join us next time as we uncover another hidden corner of history. Thank you for listening.